Good morning, friends. Julie Gualandri here with the Julie G Homes Group at Austin Portfolio Real Estate with your real estate report for the end of January 2023. I still am having a hard time with that number. And I'm standing here looking out my window, and we had snowpocalypse a couple of years ago, and I would call this the ice capades. I'm feeling sorry for my tree out front, which has not yet broken a branch, but I think the trees will be the casualties of this winter storm. Unfortunately, I love our live oaks so much. But let me get to talking to you about the market. So the next 30 days, I think, are going to really set the tone. And I've been watching really carefully as different properties have been on the market and then left the market. And I'm looking to see, as new properties come on, kind of where the pricing levels are hitting, because we've definitely had a correction in pricing from, let's say, June through November, December. And the big question has been, what's going to happen to the balance of supply and demand as we head into the spring? And secondarily, but maybe even most importantly, what's going on with interest rates? So at this point, I have not seen a surge in inventory. It is February 1st, which is where I would start to expect to see more homes coming. In fact, I just saw one pop on the market over in Circle C Ranch, and where I looked at it and I looked at the pricing, and it looks like, the flirtation with the $1 million price point. Everyone wanted to stay above it if you were a seller. But buyers were expecting homes to close under $1 million. So that is the sellers that are coming on that I see now, where I would have expected that same house to be listed at 1.15, 1.2 million, is now at 995. And I'll tell you more about the strategy behind that, because when you don't know where the price is, there is more risk in overpricing than there is in feeling like, I say that intentionally, feeling like you're underpricing a property. Because really, the list price is a marketing price. That is a price that is going to pull people to your listing, pull you in the door. And the best thing for a seller is to create that famous FOMO, fear of missing out, that was so prevalent in 2020 and 2021. And well, it was still going on this time last year. So, we've gone from fear of missing out, which drove the prices absolutely bonkers. And then once the interest rates went up, then we were looking at, recessionary fears, fears of taking action. What would that be? FODA instead of FOMO. So the buyers haven't gone away. That's what I talk to people about all day, every day. The buyers have not left our market. They have just been unwilling to buy at the prices as listed, which, have been a little bit on the high side. And the interest rates have come down a little bit. So there's this delicate balance between pricing and interest rates. So I feel like if pricing comes down, I think it's going to come down a little bit. And then the degree to which it comes down will depend on how many sellers elect to enter the market, and then at what price point. So if people come on with an attractive market price, like the one I saw this morning, I haven't seen photos yet, but it claims to be a renovated home in Circle C for just under $1 million. That should get the attention of some buyers, I would think, that might have been sitting on the fence. So then we have to look at the interest rate scenario. Currently, I am not a lender, but the rates I have been exposed to are in the high fives, low to mid sixes. They might be higher than that for you. I'm not a lender. Rates change all the time. But if they can kind of stay in that, if they could get down into the fives, I think a lot of buyers would decide that was palatable and that prices had come down enough to kind of create that magic moment where a transaction can happen. So that is my view of what's happening currently. I'm getting out my popcorn. It's going to be an interesting month. and we'll see how buyers and sellers come together this year. It's going to be super different and super interesting, but it's going to happen, and the market is what it is, and I'm always here to interpret it for you. So if you need my help, I am here. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Take care, really take care this week in this crazy weather, and I'll talk to you next month.